Hello. Today, we'll be talking about the Japanese island of Okinawa. Okinawa is a relatively unknown Japanese island off the southwest coast of the Japanese mainland. To those who do know of the island, associate it with some of the harshest fightings of World War II. Near the end of the war, the United States executed the brutal island-hopping campaign designed to defeat the Japanese. Okinawa was the last island that the United States military needed to invade before it could plausibly reach the Japanese mainland. For this, the Japanese defended Okinawa to the last man. As a result, over 250,000 military and civilian personnel died in just 3 months of fighting in Okinawa. In present day, over 70 years after the conclusion of World War II, the 1.4 million Okinawan people have not felt an end to the extensive militarization of their homeland. The island has seemingly been taken over by the United States military, as it employs close to 30,000 United States military personnel to guard its bases in Okinawa. Does the United States still have a need for such a large military presence in Okinawa? I believe that they do not. The treaty that allows the United States to put forces in Okinawa was signed at the conclusion of the Second World War. At the time, it did seem necessary for the United States to put military presence in Japan, as there was still dissent from the Japan populace towards the surrender. The Status of Forces Agreement, or SOFA, was signed after World War II, allowing the United States to build bases in Japan, and specifically, its military presence does not affect the Japanese government as it affects the Okinawan people themselves. This can be seen when the U.S. planned to use landfill to create artificial land to build a new airstrip for the U.S. military, and thousands of Okinawans protested this change for months. Yet, nothing was done, and the United States built their airstrip. More than that, in 2020, the United States military leaked toxic chemicals into the drinking water of Okinawa. Over 450,000 Okinawan people had their drinking water contaminated with chemicals. For context, only 90,000 Americans' water was contaminated in the Flint, Michigan crisis, and it stayed atop the headlines for months, and hundreds of thousands of Okinawans did not have safe drinking water for weeks. There is good reason for the Japanese to not have trust in the United States. During the Cold War, the United States military accidentally launched a nuclear weapon into an Okinawan harbor. But luckily, it was not detonated. But apparently, the American military did not learn from this mistake, as only 6 years after this, the United States military lost a hydrogen bomb in the waters off Okinawa. The United States military has also been responsible for more than 10,000 crimes in Okinawa since the 70s, including an incident where 3 United States military service members abducted and raped an elementary school girl. Now, how does the United States military justify its large presence in Okinawa? It says its bases in Okinawa are a deterrent to China. The Okinawan people have repeatedly made the point that Okinawa only accounts for 0.6% of the total Japanese land, yet the Japanese government allows 70% of the total United States military presence in Japan to be located in Okinawa. This is just wildly unfair to the Okinawan people. I support the solution that the United States military should slowly withdraw its troops and military bases from Okinawa, and, if need be, locate them in other parts of the southern Pacific Ocean. The Okinawan people have gone through far too much. I hope it is clear by now that the only solution to this problem is that the United States military withdraw from Okinawa. This is Mukherjee reporting for Scott Center News.